sitting at home during quarantine with nothing to do, watching TV all day. You turn on the baking show and you're like, how are these people making all these amazing desserts? So you want to start making some. Well, I got you. My name is Madison Thomas, and I'm going to show you how to make my grandmother's famous pound cake. My grandmother's been making cakes ever since she was a little girl. She's been cooking in the kitchen. She's been making desserts, anything you can imagine. And ever since I can remember, she's been teaching me. She teaches me new recipes. We make cakes together. We make gumbo, cook all sorts of stuff, crawfish, boil, everything. And we get it down. The food is very good over my house. So I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you. So the first thing you need in any desserts is your ingredients. For this pound cake, you will need 9 eggs, 3 cups of flour, 3 cups of sugar, 4 sticks of melted butter. The reason I melted butter is because it's easier to mix, you know? Next, you need vanilla extract, powdered sugar, 2 bowls, a cake pan, and pan spray. So, once you get all your ingredients together, make sure you have all your ingredients together, make sure everything's set out so you don't have to go scramble looking for stuff while you're trying to cook. First thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Just make sure, just get the oven part out the way so you don't have to worry about that, and wait on the oven to preheat while everything's done already. Easier to just do it before. You're going to take your softened butter and your sugar and you're going to mix it together. And then make sure there's no lumps, there's no blah blah blah. You don't want I don't know anybody who wants a lumpy cake, you know. Next, you're going to take your eggs and you're going to put them in the butter and sugar one by one. Just make sure it's in there, make sure that everything's smooth and no lumpy cakes. Next, you're going to, in your second bowl, you're going to sift your flour in the bowl. And the reason I sift the flour is because who wants a lumpy cake? Like, how many times do I have to say it? I don't want a lumpy cake. You don't want a lumpy cake. So, sift your flour. Then, after you sift the flour, you're going to take the flour and you're going to pour it into the bowl with all your other ingredients in it. You're going to just pour it slowly while you're mixing the first bowl. Make sure it gets evenly distributed throughout it. Just make sure everything is smooth. Next, you're going to, while that's mixing, if you have a mixer or whatever, while that's mixing, you're going to take your cake pan and you're going to take your pan spray. You're going to spray it in there real good. Make sure there's no areas where there's not, because when you're finished, you don't want to have half a cake out there because you didn't put enough pan spray on it. So just make sure you got pan spray all around and make sure everything is good. Make sure everything is wrapped up. Next, you're going to pour your batter in the cake pan. Pour the batter in the cake pan, make sure it's smooth on top so you don't get like a lumpy bottom or anything. You're going to put it into the oven for an hour. Not 45 minutes, not 50 minutes, for an hour, okay? So after you take it out, it should be like a golden brown color. You don't want a burnt cake. You don't want an undercooked cake. You just make sure it's golden brown. That should be the perfect thing. You could take a knife or something and put it in there. Make sure it's all cakey in the middle and stuff. Not no undercooked batter still in there and stuff. Then, after you do that, you're going to take it out and you're going to take it out of the cake pan. You're going to let it sit for about 15 to 30 minutes. Just to make sure it's cool, because once you put the powdered sugar on there, which is the last step, you're going to put the powdered sugar on there, you're going to sprinkle it on there, and you're going to, just to make sure, give it a little je ne sais quoi, you know? A little something extra. So you sprinkle it on there, and the reason why you leave it out is, like, to cool or anything is because you don't want your powdered sugar to melt off the cake. So you leave it out there, and you pour a little of the je ne sais quoi, and you're done. So I hope I shared with you some of my family history. And also, one last thing I forgot. The last ingredient you need is just a little bit of love. That's all you need to tie your dish together. I hope you get to share this with your family and have just a family experience, something you can do to, since you're already in quarantine, why not do something innovative? Thank you for your time.